23-year-old mechanic. He was in Cuba. He and 11 other Cubans were on a little wooden boat, and he had focused on the rolling waves that rocked and lifted the wooden boat. It was his second time to try to escape, leave his family behind, and gain freedom. I want you to think about that. Not leaving, how hard is it for you to leave your friends and your family and your job for something that you do know? You're moving to Denver, you're moving someplace else. Think about the pressure that is on you. Think about the butterflies that you have in your stomach about finding new doctors, a new school for your kids, a new job, new friends. I don't want to leave my friends. My family is all here. Now imagine you're going to a place where you can never go back. You're not going to see your parents and your friends. You have no idea what's on the other side. And it's not like Go West, young man, where Lewis and Clark are there going, yeah, here's a map how you get there. Don't get eaten by a bear. And when you get there, there's a bunch of people there that are going to help you out. This is, I am going by myself and I might die in the water. This 23-year-old mechanic got into the boat for the second time, knowing, I can't stay here. He said dolphins were tracking the boat alongside. That's when he lifted his eyes over the weekend. And he saw just the dreamed of coastline. Everyone erupted in joy, he said. Men hugged, women cried. They had wanted to come to America so badly. The celebration continued because they didn't notice the U.S. Coast Guard plane until it was directly overhead. And then they saw the Coast Guard cutter. Within 4 days, he was back on Cuban soil. What are we doing? What are we doing? Bring me your tired, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The Statue of Liberty has been bastardized by the left so much. Maybe they'll say one day that only Republicans really own the Statue of Liberty. It's an offensive symbol for others. So be it. I know what the Statue of Liberty means, and I know who she cries out for with silent lips. Send these, the huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. These are literally the tempest tossed. And while we are welcoming people from any country all over the world without any kind of information and setting them into our country, putting them on American planes paid for by American taxpayers and flying them all around the country, giving them a start to a new life. We have no idea who these people are. And our Coast Guard cutters are turning these people away? Shame on you. Shame on you. Joe Biden and the rest of you clowns in Washington, shame on you. You know, the Republicans want to take a page out of the Democratic playbook. Here's how it works out for you. You all get up today because there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. They're going to pass the legislation anyway and leave just enough there to have a quorum so you don't stop the business of America. But why don't you go down to Miami, all of you? Why don't you get onto a plane in Miami, every single one of you, and invite Democrats to come with you and stand there arm in arm with the Cuban people, the people who still have Cuba in their hearts. They're still proud to be Cubans, but they're also proud Americans now. They're proud Americans because they know what this country did for them. And that is just protect their right to breathe free. Cubans are in the streets protesting. I'm so sick and tired of hearing people who are so brave. They're just, no, seriously, they're so very, very brave. Are they? Are they really? Colin Kaepernick isn't brave. Colin Kaepernick, he made a job transfer. He sucked at one job, and so he found a creative way to start another job. And that job is an activist. And even if he means it, he's a moron. Wearing a Che t-shirt. Anybody who glorifies Che doesn't know their ass from their elbow. You can't call them a human rights activist. You're protesting the American flag because you so deeply believe in the right to be free, and yet you wear a Che t-shirt? Che would have loved you. He would have loved you, Colin. Especially after he scooped you up because you didn't do everything he said. And then he shot you in the head just for fun. Because that's who Che was. We've so bastardized the understanding of America. It's incredible to me. The meaning of America. This might piss a bunch of people off, but I don't know. What do I have to lose? I'd leave this country in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. I'd renounce my citizenship in a heartbeat. I'd take down my American flag in a heartbeat. If you could come up with something better. If you had some place or something, some idea that had a better mission statement than the Declaration of Independence, and you had a better constitution than this one, and you had people who were like our pilgrims and many of our founders, they were in it for people and freedom, I'd go. But so far that offer hasn't come up. I can't find another place to go. I can't find something better than this. And this one's being wrecked by a bunch of people who don't have any clue. They keep looking to the past. Oh, you know what's really great? Cuba. Cuba sucks. That's why people are building rafts out of old Fords. They're trying to make anything float. That's why it's not, hey, I went on a little boat trip and I had the dolphins at my side, and then I arrived in Miami, where I'm just lathering myself up now in sunscreen. This is a dangerous, deadly trip. And what is the utopia on the other side of the plan of the people who are in office now, who are supporting CRT? What does it look like? You know, I asked when Barack Obama said, we have 5 days to fundamentally transform the United States of America. Remember that? 5 days. And I asked, beginning on day number 1, transform into what? Transform into what? First, we were told Sweden. But you'll notice nobody's talking to Sweden. The Swedes aren't over here. In fact, the Swedes are over here saying, we're not socialist. I just don't know if you know that. And we wouldn't work at a population your size. And have you noticed Sven looks like Johan? It's not diverse like America is. So why isn't anybody over from the Democratic Party talking to all of the Swedish people, all of the people in Denmark? Because that's not their model. Where are they? They're out supporting Cuba and Venezuela.